welcome to this episode of DEALTAXI. Today I have Francy from TerraTrace for you. Hi Francy, nice
Hello.
to have you here.
Thank you, Steffi. Very happy to be here.
Yeah, do you want to tell a bit about your startup, one sentence or so, before we jump into the taxi?
Of course, I can tell you that TerraTrace turned invisible emissions into actionable data. And then, yeah, that's it.
That's it. Okay, the rest will follow in the taxi, I guess.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
Hello.
Hi. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Hello.
Hi, welcome.
Thank you. Nice to meet you too. Okay, I will buckle up for this very intense conversation we're going to have today.
Great to start.
Yes.
My name is Oliver, and I'm basically a retired founder myself, and now doing occasionally some business angel investments and supporting some startups.
Amazing, Oliver. We'll be very curious to hear about your experience after this ride.
Francy, it's very nice to meet you. My name is Andjela. I'm from Capacura, and we are quite the most active impact pre-seed and seed VC in Germany at the moment. We invest with private money, and our ticket size is up to 500K.
Okay,
For
amazing.
investment.
Amazing. Love the name, Capacura. And you?
I'm Zunke. Hi. I'm a private business angel
Okay.
working in the healthcare sector.
Great. Well, then it is time for me to introduce myself. I am very excited to be here today. I am Francy. I am the CEO of TerraTrace. And at TerraTrace, we build instrumentation that measure greenhouse gas emissions in the soil directly at the source. Yes? So let's imagine us right now standing in a carbon capture onshore project storage. Yeah, we are standing there. We are imagining that millions are being spent by companies to inject the CO₂ on the ground, right? But who is actually able to tell us that after a year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, the CO₂ is not escaping back into the atmosphere? So this precise gap is like the industry's blind spot. Currently, the measurements or the methodologies that are available are not accurate enough or are not cheap enough for being used by the industry. And that is exactly where TerraTrace comes in. So we have developed already lightweight solid state sensor that basically measures CO₂ or any other greenhouse gas directly in contact with the soil. It is a chamber that it is able to measure the flux from the carbon capture storage side. Let's talk a little bit about traction. So we are a very early stage startup, only 2 months funding, but we have already had 240,000 euros in revenue because we have early customers from research institutes that are very certain that our technology provides this type of granularity. And the team is, of course, the biggest part of this startup. We have everything covered in-house. You have me, that I have a business, commercial, financial degree, and at the same time I have co-led a family business in the infrastructure, oil and gas sector in the past. We also have Walter, which is a PhD in geology, that himself has built already mobile applications for field researchers. We have Giorgio covering hardware with more than 25 years of experience building the hardware themselves, and he is also an ex-founder that is ready to join us in this new wave of innovation. And we have Aya, which is covering AI and software development. So as you can see, that's why in very early time we have been able to already generate revenue because we are covered in-house. So for us, the most important right now is to get some money, get up to work. We have a very interesting market. The market only for carbon capture and storage is around 20 billion. From the SAM, we talk about 12 million. And for the target that we want to set ourselves is to be able to reach 6 million. However, this is only on carbon capture and storage. We have multiple industries that could also be benefited from our technology. Landfills, distribution, pipe gas, network underground, gas networks, volcanology, basically everything that breathes in the soil, it's a potential industry for us. So right now our ask is 800,000 euros because we want to scale the manufacturing. We want to start searching for our supply chain industrial partners. We want to scale our team, and we want to be the golden standard for greenhouse gas monitoring. So that's it. Thank you so much for keeping engaged.
Yeah, nice.
Sounds interesting.
Yes, and ready to hear your opinions, your perspectives.
Who's paying, if I may ask, start around here, who would pay for greenhouse gas monitoring? Who's interested in paying for that beyond scientific?
Beyond scientific, the companies that are obliged to pay, to monitor. Because if we get more into the detail, we have different industries that they behave differently. But for instance, if we take the carbon capture and storage one, there is already regulations by authorities that force the companies to monitor. But the situation is that the technology is not available yet, right? So they are forced to pay, but there is still the opportunity to capture that market. And if we go for landfills, exactly same story. They are also monitored, they are also forced to report, and then they are forced to pay. Yeah.
And how does the integration work between software and hardware? And how do you really want to scale?
So right now what we have achieved is the connection and the communication between the device and the cell phone, right? So imagine it like as a remote control. But what we want to do in the future, it's basically to include the AI capabilities inside the software.
Okay.
Well, what is your competition? How are they doing the monitoring if they don't use your product?
So basically the monitoring that the competition is doing, it's with the air. So we have drones, we have satellites, we have airborne methodologies, airborne instrumentation. But they will never be able to be as accurate as if you're measuring in the soil.
Okay. Anybody who doing something similar like you are doing?
Yeah, but very few. And they are not thinking about the component of AI. So that's why we believe that we have like a very good lead, because they are satisfied with the current status quo, and there are not so many players like people that is exactly doing what we do. Maybe 2 competitors that we know that exist, and none of them has integrated any type of AI accuracy measure.
And did you talk to any agricultural startups like that are actually measuring soil per se, maybe not with an angle that you have been engaged with?
Yeah, we have.
Okay, so you talked to them and there is no competitors so far?
There are competitors, but they differentiate from the type of technology. So there are different ways to measure soil. You can put them in the lab and etc. We consider agriculture a good industry, but we are still thinking that maybe there are some other beachhead markets that make more sense for us.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I mean, you have some traction. That's a very good proof.
Thank you. Awesome. All right.
Lots of questions.
Yeah.
That sounds
Lots of
very
questions.
interesting.
Okay.
You know that green means that you signed the bill right now.
Well, some kind of terms, yes.
Awesome.
Super interesting, definitely. And
Yeah.
already the fact that you have existing clients that it's working, it's a proof of concept.
Yeah. Thank you so much. It was for sure a pleasure to meet you and have a conversation, and hopefully we catch up later.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's
Okay.
How was your tour?
It was very good. Very nice conversation. Yeah.
Thought so
I
too.
felt very relaxed, very natural.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a nice afternoon.
Same for you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you for watching today's DEALTAXI episode. Our DEALTAXI today was sponsored by Nextmove and the location by Impact Hub Berlin. Please check our website for more and see you in the next episode.